Frauke Brosius-Gersdorf weht mit der weißen Fahne und wird nicht eine Richterin bei der Bundesverfassungsgericht. Ja, heute ist ein wunderbarer Tag für Deutschland. Wirklich. Nicht nur das, aber wir haben auch die wunderbare Klimawandel, die uns auf jeden Fall ein bisschen Sommer gibt. Geil. Ich liebe den Klimawandel, wenn das heißt, dass wir mehr Sonne haben in Deutschland. Good. So it's an amazing day. And the two reasons I just gave everybody that it's an amazing day for Germany is that the crazy leftist activist maniac judge Brosius-Gersdorf will not be a judge. And she basically made it easy for the CDU by pulling her candidacy. She basically did democracy a favor last night and said, okay, I'm going to drop out of this race so that I don't damage the image of the high court or the democracy. Now, she, funnily enough, it was weird because she, funnily enough, blamed it on, she said that it was damaging democracy, that she had to pull back, but that she was saving democracy by doing so, which is weird to think of it like that. So yes, see, she did do something to help democracy, because I think Friedrich Merz and the CDU party would have eventually caved to the SPD, who was trying to push this lunatic judge into the judgeship when they came back from summer break, because all they want is power, and the SPD was threatening to pull the plug on the coalition if they didn't fucking go for it. And now they did them a favor, so they don't have to show any balls, they don't have to show any backbone. They do for the other candidate, because the other candidate, I believe, is still in the running. We don't want her either. But so Brosius-Gersdorf said, okay, I'm going to throw in the towel. Now, I don't care what she thinks her reasons are. Thank fucking Jesus. All right? And I'm not even religious, but still, thank Jesus that this lady got a talking to, or suddenly saw the light, or got too tired of the heat and didn't want to fuck with this anymore. Whatever the reason is, don't care. Germany escaped the eye of the needle this week by this lady pulling her candidacy to be the judge. She is a leftist lunatic maniac that would have used the court. She would have instrumentalized the court in order to push through policies that were unpopular in the citizenry. And she would have instrumentalized the court and her job and her position to push her activist ideas, including trying to get the AFD banned. So another win for the AFD here. This bitch is gone, and that's a fucking awesome. So thank you, Brosius-Gersdorf. Thank you. I mean, really, because, you would say that she has integrity. She kind of reads the room and she's like, all right, but that's not her though, right? It's not like she came out and said, okay, guys, okay, I'm so discredited, I'm so unpopular and so polarizing that in order to help democracy, I'm not going to be a candidate because I see what the public, they don't want me. No, it's not that. She feels like right-wing maniacs made a hate campaign against her, and that's why she doesn't want to fuck with that, and so she's pulling her candidacy. But I don't care what she thinks. It doesn't matter. Fuck her. Now, the SPD and the left, wow, they're losing their shit, because they're not pissed at her that she fucking bowed out, right? They're not pissed at her. No, they're pissed at the CDU and the media, or the right-wing media, the right-wing misinformation media, and everybody else who, made this woman look like a maniac. Nobody made her look like a maniac. All everybody did was just play back what she was saying herself. And everybody heard this bitch talk, and they were like, God damn, this bitch is a fucking maniac. We can't have this bitch in the fucking court. That's crazy. We didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? We just fucking put her, it wasn't an AI thing. It was her saying things that everybody went, don't want her. So she did it to herself. She's a lunatic. She's out, and I thank her for it. And that's one great thing for Germany. Now, another thing that comes out of that makes it also great for Germany is that the left, and the SPD party is a leftist party, they are so pissed off that they are also now threatening to just say, well, they're like, dude, we cannot work with the CDU people if they're going to fucking tank our candidate like this. They went against the I guess the decorum the status quo of how they do things. It's not a law. They don't have to vote for this bitch, okay? They don't have to do shit. Yes, for the longest time, just like in American politics, the two sides have agreed to do things a certain way, and basically it's always been like, okay, well, when you guys bring up a judge or we bring up a judge, we just kind of like just go, okay. And this time the CDU was like, we cannot be okay with this, and they use their actual voting power, which they have, to do the right thing for once. It's the one time they've done the right thing. And the SPD is angry about it, calling it anti-democratic because they didn't follow these like unwritten bullshit decorum rules of, well, we'll just accept anything you say. Well, no, they're not doing that in this case, which is amazing. I love the CDU people who are standing against this lady. Absolutely awesome. Backbone shown. And luckily, you don't have to take it to the mat now because she stepped out. Although you do have the other leftist lunatic to worry about. So I hope the CDU stands firm and makes sure this other candidate doesn't get in either. Now, we'll see about that, though. We'll see about that. I don't think so. I think they're going to let her in because the SPD is going to be so mad that they're threatening to blow the coalition up. And now, I know there's people out there that are saying, no, they will never blow the coalition up because they want power. They do. But you got to remember, leftist ideology makes people delusional, right? They think they are popular. They don't even see their 13%. They're like, that didn't happen. That's bullshit. That's right-wing misinformation, right? They really believe they are the good people, and that even if they get out of the coalition, they believe they will be voted for again. They really do. They live in this leftist lunatic bubble that is so far from reality that they don't even know what reality is like anymore. So there's a good chance they actually will blow the coalition up and lose power because of it, because they're crazy. They're like in a cult. So they're not thinking. They don't think logically and clearly. They think only emotionally, right? And so that's a disadvantage they have that our side has to make use of. Donald Trump's a master at it. Look at the Democrats in America. They didn't learn shit. They're never going to win a fucking election again if they keep up this fucking trans woke fucking crazy stupid shit. They're getting ready to elect a fucking communist in New York City, right? It's amazing. They haven't learned a fucking thing. And so their numbers have never been so low ever. And they're the left. They don't learn from these things. They are stuck in their ideology, and reality just doesn't matter until the results of the election are on the mat, right? So when they get creamed, I hope they blow this coalition up. I think they might. I think there's a good chance they will because they're ridiculous, right? Friedrich Merz just wants power. So he will suck Lars Klingbeil's cock all day to stay in power. But Lars Klingbeil's like, nah, I don't need this dude sucking my cock anymore. Fuck him. He's not doing what I say. So they're like, fuck that, we're out. So Friedrich Merz will do anything to stay in power, but they might actually blow the coalition up based on their principles in this case. So we might be very lucky, guys. It might be an AfD fucking win in the Bundestag before we ever thought it would be possible. Now we're going to wait what happens and see what happens when these people get back from their well-deserved vacation and figure out if they're going to be able to make it through. But this coalition probably is not going to last 4 years, even if they make it through this deal with the activist judge, which they might not. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Right now, this is a day of celebration for Germany. We escaped through the eye of the needle. We escaped from a lunatic judge that would be on the highest court in the country. It would have been a fucking disaster. And she's not going to be there. So that's amazing. So that's really great. Plus we have, like I said in the beginning, we have wonderful climate change, which gives Germany a few days a year of actual summer, like today, 30 degrees, all sunny, clear skies, no rain. That's rare in Germany. So if climate change is the one giving us an actual summer, bravo for climate change. I love it. All right. I need more of it. Let's make more of it. Keep driving diesel, people. That's the way I think about it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, hey, this is a great weekend. This great kickoff to a good weekend in Germany. Nice weather. No leftist lunatic on the bench here at this time. And maybe a blown-up coalition at the end of the summer so that we can vote for the AfD, the only party that is ever going to do anything to make this country what it might once was, right? So let's keep our fingers crossed. Have a good weekend. That was the Insanity Report for Friday, the 8th of August, 2025. We'll see you guys on Monday, and take it easy.